This is video. I don't know if I'm gonna do this at 1 or 2 or whatever, but let me stop it. But this bridge is cracked down the middle. This channel, because I didn't say that, is for African Americans, Hebrews and Africans of our descent that's in Africa. I can't stop anybody else from watching it. If you want to learn and do stuff from it, that's on you. But this is what they're targeted for. But this right here affects everyone. Righteousness doesn't matter of the color. This is the thing that most people do not understand. Righteousness is righteousness. It is what it is. But at one point in time, this bridge was not like this. It did not split all the way down the middle, and where you can see all the way down to the bottom. Like I said, the camera don't pick it up so great, but you can see when you start getting farther and farther, like right over in this area. This is basically where it starts to, where you see that little, it's a divot there, where it's bumped out there, right there. That's where it starts at. That's where the opening starts at. That's where the opening starts from the bridge on down properly until basically the same to the end to the end. That's how open the bridge is from there to there, where you can see at the bottom. So it's currently, even though they'll try to say that it was built as 2, but it wasn't like this. You couldn't see through the bottom. I walk this bridge almost every day. You couldn't see through the bottom of it. The bridge was together more. Like I say, all this patchwork. You see now? All this patchwork that's all over the bridge. It's patched up. They haven't fixed it. They haven't done a good job. I understand people drive on this bridge all the time, so it's going to be a little bit hard to actually fix it the way you want to, but if they got to make one lane on each side and do it, that's what they got to do. But it's cracked, it's opening. Like I said, I don't even like being on it. But like I say, they're going to try to say that it's split there down the middle, but you can clearly see that the bridge is getting worse. They know it. They see it. Remember, the infrastructure in our country is horrible. It's very, very bad, and it's going to continue to be very, very bad, and they're not going to do anything about it. So it's up to us to show this and to tell it and put it out there, because maybe it'll force someone to do something about it. Because if we pretend like we don't see this and keep driving over it and put our heads down and bring on our cell phones and not paying attention, a lot of people are going to die in the process. Because if this bridge collapses, the people under us are going to be dead too, because this is 395. Look, as you can see, it's a giant hole in the bridge. Because this is still the bridge, but like I say, it just elevates more at that point right there. That's where it really, really starts to go. But this is still the bridge, or the way to the bridge. That's the bridge there. But as you can see, there's another hole right there. There's a split right down there. They just filled it up with freaking tar. Same thing with this one here. It's just filled with tar. All of these little spots in these bridges is just, they just filled it with tar. Some of them have holes in it, and it doesn't even matter that the tar just came off of there. So those 2 holes over there, there's another one. I'm getting close to it. I took pictures of it, but I'll show video of it. See all this patchwork. They'll say this is part of the bridge, but this is the beginning part of the bridge to me. But there's more. See. Look at all this patchwork. I'm pretty sure some of the bridges and roadways are the same. There's another one. A giant freaking hole. If your car goes in that, it's going to have a problem. But that bridge is not sound. It's giving way more and more, and they're just patching it. But like I said, they're going to say this is the part to the bridge, so this is not the bridge. It's not elevated. But still, it just goes to show you what they're spending your money on and what they're actually doing. Like this one is in more holes. Actually what they're doing with your money. And then the people that get your money, when they do these contract jobs, they don't do a good job of it. They just sit here and keep on moving. Another patchwork. Patchwork. This whole road to bridge area is nothing but patchwork. Look at that one. Look how big that one is right there. You could even see the metal part of the structure sticking out of there. Imagine if your car goes over that. This is also a very dangerous spot too for me to walk, because in case that car tire bursts, because they're going pretty fast here over that. It can, as you can see, there's metal sticking out of that. That's very dangerous for a car to go over, because they can pop their tire at that speed. They'll flip. It'll cause a lot of pileups and accidents. But this is what's going on in the Commonwealth, the so-called wealthy state, on one of their main bridges that everybody goes through, even so-called important people. You hear politicians, they live in these areas, and you see there's holes there, holes there. That one, like I say, that one back there even had the metal part sticking out of it. Imagine you going over there and your car goes in that hole, and it pulls, and the torque of your car tries to push it up, and it just rips the tire, and you're going at a higher speed. It's going to be very, very dangerous thought, especially if it's crowded. This is a Saturday morning, and you see how many people are here on a Saturday morning during rush hour. Like I say, this is right off of 395. I mean, literally, 395 is right there. See? Washington, Richmond. It's there. 35 miles per hour. But you know, no one goes just 35. People go 50, 60 all the time over here, especially trying to get through here and then get around. And you see they have holes everywhere, especially that one with the metal. Imagine, you're going 60 miles per hour, and all of a sudden, your tire gets jackknifed, or it just bursts. And then your keys are in there, stuff happens, people behind you, in front of you. Yeah, it's a very, very bad thought. See, as the time goes by and picks up, the space gets more crowded. Even this little walkway right here is too small. See, you have from this point to this point, you see how wide it is? This is the lane of the walking, and this is the grass. There's grass on both sides. So it shows the depth of how wide it is from here. And then when you get to the street, it gets small. This part's also dangerous too. So if I stop the camera, you'll understand why, because I'm on a little small little ass, excuse my language, but I'm in a little spot that's just as wide as my shoulders, and I have to pay attention while I'm recording, and I look at the car right now. Luckily, it's not a lot of cars coming, so it's pretty easy to do this, but I don't make this journey anymore. It's too dangerous unless it's needed or have to. I can walk all the way around. No one wants to walk all the way around, but I can if I have to. But this is the little walkway, as you can see. It's no wider than me, and it's wide there. I don't know who thought about doing this, but it was bad. But like I say, the bridge is messed up. Thought I'd show you social engineering at its finest. It's alive and well in the world with all sorts of things. Socially engineer even regular people to not pay attention to things like a bridge, especially considering one just fell a week ago, and we have that one from the college that fell. I think that was 6 months ago, something like that. So 2 bridges fell in less than a year that they told us about. Could have been way more than that, but those are the ones that were national. But bridges are something that everybody drives on, and it's a way to get to where you're going, sometimes the only way, and they don't fix them, and we don't pay attention to them. Our families and everything else drive on them. It's a very, very dangerous thought to even not think that we don't think about that we're driving over something like that. But I thought I'd show you that later, YouTube.